These are the results within this envelope. What do you guys think? Should we just go ahead and crack this bad boy open right now? All right, let's see. Let's just go ahead and. What's up, tribe, and welcome back to our channel. Thanks so much for joining me again. If you are new here, then my name is Mariah, and today I am finally having my anatomy scan. It's been 9 weeks since I have been seen by a provider, so I am definitely just very excited. I'm very just excited to see how things are going and developing. Of course, there is a little bit of nervousness and anxiousness because I haven't been seen in so long, and I know for some of you that doesn't sound like so long, but having a high-risk pregnancy and going through all the things we went through to get to this point in pregnancy, it is a long time. I went from being seen pretty much every 2 weeks to not being seen for 9 weeks straight, so that definitely can be just very nerve-wracking and a very anxiety-ridden time. But like I said, I'm really excited for today. Today we should be finding out all the results from our NIP test, which the one we got includes my genetic screening, and then also for all the trisomy factors as well as the fetal sex. Now I did get some genetic results back. Only one thing came back that I'm a carrier for. So today we're really just seeing if Jeremy is going to be a carrier for the exact same thing. So we're waiting to get the results of his genetics back, which I feel like they definitely should be back by today. I'm hoping they're back by today, just because that could, change things a little bit as far as baby is concerned. But when I spoke to the genetic counselor, she just said that the likelihood of both of us having the same trait that would actually have an impact on children that we have together is not exactly high. I mean, she didn't say like it's totally ruled out, but she was just like, I'm not really all that concerned with it, which made me feel a lot better, because it's like, okay, if you're not worried about it, then neither am I really. Of course, there's always that little seed in the back of your head that's like, what if? But like I said, I'm not really too concerned about that today. I can't take you guys in with me at all. They have a very strict policy at my doctor's office, so there is no cell phone use allowed. I can't even make a phone call in that office. And also because of their current protocol due to COVID right now, Jeremy is also not allowed to come in with me at all, so I will be pretty much dolo solo today. I won't have you guys with me today, and I won't have him with me. He's gonna take me, but he's just gonna be out in the parking lot since he cannot physically come into the clinic. The hospital regulations up here are very strict. They are a military facility. They do have a pretty strict policy put in place, and that'll be at least until the end of May. But yeah, other than that, I'm just ready to get the ball rolling. Seems like this day has taken forever to come, so I will definitely update you guys. I don't know, it'll depend on the outcome whether or not I update you immediately after the appointment. So the next time you see me may be in the car after the appointment, or it may be at home, but in any event, I'll hop back on here and give you guys the scoop of what happened. So guys, I am back, and I did not pick up the camera after our appointment. I definitely wasn't able to take you guys in with me, and after we got out of our appointment, I was honestly just very tired. Our trip back was very tiring, but I'm here now to basically download y'all on the scoop, which is that baby Rain is doing amazing. Our anatomy scan took about, I would say, 25 minutes from the time the probe was on my belly to the time I could get up and clean off and everything like that. After which she left for what seemed like a freaking eternity. I think it was like another 20 minutes that she was gone and out of the room. I guess reviewing things with the doctor, and it was the most awkward thing ever sitting in that room, because the room was like, while it was calm mood lighting, it was just kind of like you're sitting in a very dark room. The tech didn't really say much to me. She wasn't very talkative, which was kind of fine. She like went through things very minimally with me and said, here's the head, here are the legs, here's this, here's that. But I was totally fine that she didn't do necessarily like a whole lot of talking. What I can say though, she was very thorough and very friendly, which I always always appreciate from a provider. After she was done with my scan, she basically let me know that from the baby's position, which was head down but also face backwards, so facing my spine, she was not able to get a clear shot of the face. She also asked me before she started if I knew the gender, if I wanted to know the gender. Of course, I was like, no, I don't. First of all, I think it's kind of awkward for me personally to find out the gender with a complete stranger, especially being still my husband was not allowed to come in the clinic at all. Jeremy had to wait out in the parking lot, which was fine because I wound up not getting any earth-shattering news, which had that happened, it would have been a completely different story. But being still that everything went pretty smoothly, it worked out completely fine that he wasn't able to come in the room with me. It was I guess just a little bit of a disappointment factor because I of course want him to be able to experience and share in these moments with me, but wasn't the end of the world. But yeah, she double checked with me just to make sure that I did not want to find out the sex right then and there, and I was like, no offense, but you're a stranger and I would prefer to find out with my husband, so if you could just put it in an envelope for me, that would be great. Did she wind up putting it in an envelope? Absolutely not. She wind up just handing me the ultrasound photo face down so that I couldn't see it, and I pretty much had to improvise to keep myself from accidentally looking at it. After she left, the doctor came back in about 20 minutes later, and he told me that I would have to potentially come back again because she could not get a shot of the profile or the face straight on. This child, I'm telling y'all, baby Rain did not move the entire scan. The entire time stayed in the exact same position, was not trying to budge. She had me switch sides, roll from side to side and see if that would change anything, and it absolutely didn't make any bit of a difference. It didn't matter what position I was in or how hard she was pressing. This child was determined to not move, not show their face, not show their profile or anything. When the doctor came in, he was like, let me just try one more time. Mind you, after I cleaned all of this jelly off of my stomach, which there was a lot of it to clean off. I felt like I had to basically take a whole bath in the doctor's office to get all of that off. He comes in and says, let me just try it one more time to prevent you from having to come back for another follow-up visit in like another week or so. Which I was like, cool, because I really didn't necessarily want to make that drive again just for the sake of getting a profile shot. Now, if it was something else, I would be like, yeah, let's definitely come back and ensure that we have clear imaging on whatever the issue was. But just for the sake of a profile, I was like, I'll just let him go ahead and try again. As soon as he put the wand on my stomach, baby was slightly in profile, but like immediately, like within like 1.5 seconds, the head was back in its original position. But he said he saw enough to feel confident that everything was still good and that we would just look at it again and revisit that in our next appointment, our next physical appointment. Everything with the trisomies, Down syndrome, all of the above, that stuff came back free and clear as far as my screening is concerned, so that is not a concern. Although they did look thoroughly at the baby's spine, the doctor did offer for me to go ahead and do one more additional test for spinal bifida, and I said let's just go ahead and do it because frankly, why not? Let's just have all of the information there so that hopefully we don't have any surprises. And thank you Jesus, that came back completely normal as well and as expected, frankly. The only thing that I am still waiting on and waiting to talk to the doctor about is Jeremy's genetic test. I told you guys that I was a silent carrier for one trait in my genetic testing, and we really just needed to see if Jeremy was also a carrier of the same trait so we can kind of see the likelihood of our child being impacted by that trait. I still haven't talked to the doctor about his results yet, so we will just go ahead and do that at the next appointment. But everything else, guys, is completely great, which I am super excited about because I did have quite a bit of anxiety leading up to that scan. I had anxiety just concerning about if we would even still have a heartbeat at that scan, less alone running into any other issues. So it was definitely a huge relief to hear that everything is still looking good. The heart rate is at 143, which is really good, especially since this this baby seems to be kind of inactive and kind of like really super chill. And currently baby Rain weighs 11 ounces based on the measurements. Now I know that fluctuates and changes because with any little variation in head measurements and anything like that, that number can change, but as far as we know at this point, baby's growth is completely on track. And then next time we will monitor that again will be at my 28-week appointment. So we'll do another growth scan along with me having another appointment with my MFM. So on week 28, I'll actually be having 2 back-to-back appointments. Week 24, I'm going to do a what is it called? A telehealth appointment, which is kind of I don't even know. Part of me to some extent feels like it's just going to be a waste of time essentially, because it's just like, what are you really going to evaluate or assess over the phone? I know they're looking for more than likely very specific things and very specific symptoms and issues and things of that nature, but that is just kind of like, I don't know, I'm never going to be into telemedicine because I do not feel like it's the best form of care. Right now, it's what needs to happen just because of COVID and the current climate of things. But yeah, I feel like that appointment is going to be nothing but a waste of time. Then again, who knows? Maybe it won't. This will be my first time doing a telehealth appointment, so it's going to be kind of weird, but we're just going to power through. So many of you have been asking about the sex of the baby. Do I know the sex? Does Jeremy know the sex? And whether or not, frankly, we're going to find out. And I actually have the results right here. These are the results within this envelope. What do you guys think? Should we just go ahead and crack this bad boy open right now? All right, let's see. Let's just go ahead and no. No, not gonna do it. This is also why I don't have any footage or ultrasound images to show you guys, because I only got the one, and the one that she printed off, it literally says what the sex is, and I'm frankly just not ready to find out yet. Me and Jeremy are definitely going to wait to find out the sex together. I don't know what we're going to do yet because we did originally plan to find out at our baby shower, but now that our plans are currently kind of in flux with what we're even doing as far as the baby shower is concerned, we don't necessarily know what we're going to do as far as a reveal for ourselves. One of my sisters is trying to convince me to mail this envelope to her because she is just dying to know and wants to start buying clothes and all types of things. I told her that she's just gonna have to wait along with the rest of us until I really figure out what exactly I want to do. I know that we will definitely find out. I want to say within the next 2 months we'll definitely know, and you guys will definitely know by then. I just need to figure out exactly what I am doing, since I had this original plan in my mind that I now have to pretty much scrap, but I still want to come up with something that, you know, is cool and fun and a memorable moment for Jeremy and I. And hopefully we will be able to include the family in some form and on that somehow. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out right now the logistics of all of that. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but when I know, I will definitely let you guys know. But we do physically have the sex signed, sealed, and delivered in here. It's confirmed via blood work and anatomy scan. I just am holding on to this envelope until we know what we want to exactly do with it. And frankly, we've waited this long, so me and Jeremy are definitely more than committed to waiting just a little bit longer to find out. Well, that's all for this video, guys. You already know the drill. If you liked it, make sure you give us a huge thumbs up, subscribe to join our tribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Ladies, I am sending you all positive vibes, lots of love, good energy for your mental fortitude, especially during this time. And I hope you all have an amazing and wonderful week. So I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.